The rain hadn't stopped for hours. The highway was a long stretch of nothing, and Arjun's car had finally given up in the middle of it. Desperate, he spotted an old roadside lodge with a flickering sign that read, Hillview Inn. The man at the counter barely looked up when Arjun asked for a room. "Only one left," he said. "Room 103. His tone was flat. Too flat. Arjun didn't care. He just wanted a place to rest. The hallway to room 103 was dim, walls stained with moisture, the air thick with the smell of rust. The bulb outside his door blinked irregularly, like it was struggling to stay alive. Inside, the room was simple. A bed, a table, a large antique mirror covering most of one wall. The glass was old, slightly fogged, but polished enough to show his reflection. Arjun threw his bag down and fell onto the bed. He barely noticed the faint sound of footsteps above, even though the manager had said there were no rooms on the upper floor. Sometime past midnight, Arjun woke to a sharp sound. A tap, then another. He looked toward the mirror. For a moment, he thought he saw something move inside the reflection. Not in the room itself, but behind the glass. He blinked. Nothing. The rain continued to pound the window. He turned on his phone's flashlight and walked toward the mirror. The closer he got, the colder the air became. His breath fogged the glass. And then, faintly, he saw a handprint appear. Not his. Heart hammering, Arjun stepped back. He glanced behind him. Nothing. He looked again at the mirror, and the reflection was wrong. The bed behind him was empty. His own reflection stood still, not moving as he did. It tilted its head slowly, its lips curling into a smile that Arjun didn't make. He froze, watching as the reflection walked toward him. The lights went out. Darkness swallowed the room. Arjun stumbled, trying to reach the switch, when the mirror gave off a faint glow. His reflection stood on the other side, now inches from the glass, pressing its palms against it. Then, crack. The mirror splintered, but the reflection's face pushed through the cracks, its eyes pale and wide, whispering something he couldn't understand. He screamed and ran for the door, yanking the handle. Locked. Behind him, the mirror was now empty. Nothing inside. He turned slowly, breathing hard. Then, a faint whisper from the corner of the room. "You shouldn't have looked for me." The door creaked open by itself. The hallway outside was gone. Only darkness remained. The next morning, the innkeeper found room 13 empty, except for a broken phone on the bed and a fresh handprint on the mirror. The reflection inside smiled faintly, waiting for the next guest.